this is Red All Over's instant reaction to the 1-1 draw at home to Peterborough. It's, I mean, we look around, Andy, and there's just me and you here today.
Gone for quality instead of quantity, I think.
Naturally.
Which is probably just as well. It weren't an awful game, and we weren't awful. But it were a bit on boring side. It weren't scintillating, was it? You know, it were an end of season game. They came and we knew they'd got fast wingers, and it proved to be the case that for us under pressure. And they scored after whatever it were, about 17 minutes, weren't it? And unmarked again, you know, it's just leaving men on their own, and it don't take a lot for a defender to look round and see if there's somebody there. Tracking back all same stuff. And I thought, here we go again, 1-0 down, here we go again. Then we seemed to tighten up a bit. They had a couple more of them. But we put a sense about, and I'm saying Johnny Russell needs to sort this out because he's just lolloping about in midfield. He's not quite getting to the ball, and he's just long strides lolloping, and they're just being quicker than him. I'm saying I'm not sure he should be. And then of course he scored a great goal, curled it round, beautiful goal. So I went here a word against him.
Naturally.
So he did all right with that. And I thought defensively, apart from their goal 3 against 2, and you think, why is the 3 against 2? And a couple other occasions early on, we seemed to get to grips with it a bit better. Anyway, we looked all right going forward. It just weren't. Few sloppy balls from us, few sloppy balls from them. It looked nice and easy for everybody, really. I don't think they deserve to win. I'm not sure we deserve to win. I thought we were going to, because you want DKD to be at end of it, and he were at end of it and didn't quite get it on target. So that were a shame. Their goalkeeper made a couple of good saves, so did our goalkeeper, but it were pretty easy. It weren't awful or dour. It just weren't. I'm not saying they didn't try, but there weren't a lot about it. I mean, it just shows me. I know you want to come on to man of the match, but it shows for me, man of the match what West Stand linesman.
Agreed.
He were easily best man of the match, him, because he put a lot of effort in. His arms must be aching like hell lifting that flag up all them times. So, you know.
Clearly, though, we've not understood the offside rule because there were several players offside several times.
Whether they were or not, it were up. It were like that whether they were offside or not. So he got his son into a bit of an habit. They're lifting his flag up, and then I'll just say this about officials. This I don't get, right? You've got a fourth official. Now, for me, when a fourth official's getting ready, shouldn't he be like ready and put joggers on over the top and whatever, so it takes about less than a minute to strip out and get on? I don't know how long we were waiting. It felt about 5 or 6 minutes. Probably not that long, but it felt forever to get on pitch. And I think, why haven't you got your kit on underneath? Why are you suddenly getting changed in dugout? You know, you should. Anyway, so, you know, I hope that linesman that were on our side, East End were all right, because he wasn't putting his flag up for out. So I hope he's all right, and I sincerely hope that Jallo's all right. Whether his season's done or not, I don't know. But, you know, he went down with a right bump. So I hope he's going to be all right, because with Humphreys out today, we could have, you know, we needed him really. And Baz, all right. And Baz, I didn't quite catch that. And Baz, he had to go off if you know. I don't want him to be brought down, because Mercurial, he did all right. Baz, he went at him. Didn't all us work out right, but he went for it. I was impressed with Lembikisa.
Were you?
I was impressed with Lembikisa.
I'm not impressed with him at all.
Well, normally I haven't been, but I thought he did all right today. And I thought Earl did particularly well today.
I thought Earl looked like a player that just wanted to play all over the pitch, to be honest. I thought at one point he was playing centre mid. He wanted the ball. I thought he was probably one of our best attacking players today, Early, really. Put himself around.
One bit in halfway through second half, where we got ball in our defence, and I looked up, who's he going to split out with? And on left wing with Mark Roberts. He did all right. I thought it could have gone either way. And for once, we didn't capitulate towards it. I thought 10 minutes added time, at least fair, but at least we didn't concede.
Do you not think the game summed up probably the two teams? The two teams at the beginning of the season probably were aspirational in terms of playoffs. You know, both of us and Peterborough have had stronger seasons previously. And then that today for me, that just sums up two clubs that are probably thinking, what a disaster of a season, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it probably is. I mean, Mothersill did well for them in central midfield. Went down well a couple of times. Did that well with a plump, I could say. I think Ado on one side were pretty good. Oh, wings, they were pretty good. I don't know why other lad came off. He came off at half time, so because whether he got injured, because he was causing us some bother. But it's somebody to all up for me really, and I'm not a qualified coach. But we're pushing to try and get a win, and our right winger or left winger, wherever you want to be playing right winger at the time, Barry comes off, and Jonathan Blanc comes on. Defender come defensive midfield player. I got no out against that, but if we're going for it, we've got an American international on bench and a winger at that, and I don't know what that's about. Do we not trust him to do what needs to be done, or what? Or are we settling for a draw? I don't know.
Do you think maybe
it's not going for it, that's for sure.
After Friday, where we should have probably managed the game better, do you not think that Connor maybe thought, well, let's just rest on his laurels and not lose?
Yeah, I think that's a fair comment. That's fair enough, Trace. I think you're probably right. What do you think, to it all?
Yeah,
I've talked a lot.
I know. Well, there's only me and you, so you have to. Yeah, I thought it were, again. Yeah, a bit like you say, it were all right. It just epitomised at the end of the season for two teams that I don't think either of us particularly went for it, nor did either of us want to lose, and it just were a bit like that. They sort of played like I think we feel. I'm glad it's the end of the season because it's been a long, hard season where it's just petered out, and yeah, it was all right. I think.
Who were your man at match then?
Oh,
I'm taking over from you.
Josh Earl.
Who were her man at match?
You have to. I'm not here next week, so.
Oh my days! Are you here on Saturday?
No, I'm in London, aren't I? I'm getting ready to pound the streets.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. So
no. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So no, I'm not. Josh Earl, I thought he showed some endeavour, and like I say, I thought it was all over the pitch. But yeah, I mean, John Russell clearly got it for a goal because. But yeah. Any other?
No, I think Josh Earl really. I thought he did well. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Silent Tom?
I'd go Earl.
There we go then. Consensus is.
Not so silent.
No, not so silent, Tom. We tried to get him on camera though, and he wouldn't have it, would he?
We won't have it, no.
No, definitely not.
Right, so we'll be back in.
Right, so
in midweek, won't we?
We're back in midweek for the preview of the final home game of the season against Shrewsbury. Let's see if we can finish on a high after our consistently inconsistent season, and then you'll be doing an away end with Reading.
Well, next Saturday, I've got a friend of mine from when we were 18, from university days, Paul Robson, who's a Newcastle fan as he happens. Up around his age, been touring round all sorts of grounds because he wants to get all sorts of grounds in, non-league as well as lower league.
And Barnsley, Shrewsbury, has he? What a classic!
He's from Newcastle. It's only because I'm buying him. I bought him a ticket.
Ah, right, okay.
So, and it's a cheaper ticket because he's old like me.
Fair enough.
So Paul's coming. So we're a bit lucky. We might be able to rope him to come on. So I'm not be on my flipping
otherwise
own.
It could just be you with a microphone.
Could be worse.
Oh yeah.
Tom could be filming an empty wall or something like that. But so Paul should be here.
Well, you look forward to seeing Paul next week. But for now, my final home game of the season, which has been an interesting season to say the least. But we'll see you next season at home for me. 1-1. You Reds?